Swapped in sparkling, cat.
Ready to skin some slavers? I know I'm ready for revenge.
Ooh, only fools can't tell when to fight and when to retreat.
I would rather die than risk awakening again in chains.
Get the fighting and flee. Oh, we didn't have that.
You ask a warrior to run from battle? To adopt the heart of a coward?
Pounds a fist against her chest.
That I can't do.
She's gonna die then.
We will have our chance, and we will cut the hearts from these slavers, with or without you.
Well, I'll kill the slavers while you run. I can personally ensure your tribe's safety.
If we don't slaughter every last slaver, my tribe will never be safe. Your offer is noble, but I can't entrust this task to another.
Suddenly her whole body is on alert. Her muscles taut with a bowstring as she signals for her fellow Wahaki to draw closer.
Me and mine will make our way to the courtyard, gutting any slavers we find. The chaos should help you reach the master. But say, are you ready?
Wait.
We'll await your signal. For as long as we can.
Push her arms over her chest and sighs. I have to kill the big man.
Maybe supposing we could
We'll
blow
go.
it easy breezy, wet and sleazy.
Shh. We're not supposed to talk with anyone. Who are you? An escaped slave? I don't want to get in trouble.
Take a run for it. There's a cabin in the stockroom that connects to the beach.
You're sure? What if it dead ends, or there's spiders, or we have to swim for it?
I've dealt with them.
I'm not a good swimmer.
There's a sailor on the beach waiting. Her name's Seafall, and she'll row you to safety.
I sure hope you're not lying. Thank.
Officer will gulp. The free slave signals for the others to follow. Did I get why they're going that way? Clearly, the other way is where we're going. Slaves have escaped. Sound the horns. No one leaves the fort unchecked. Charge! Up with the spear. Another quest I got. Ouch. Nasty. Come to me, my pretties. Come.
Lavru be on sake.
Sirmas me too, man.
Come back. Sorry.
Huh?
Huh?
Watch your step.
I just find it weird that the other people went that way, which is odd.
Ready to skin some slavers?
Certainly her whole body is on alert, her muscles taut as her bowstring, and as she signals for her fellow Wahaki to draw closer.
Me and mine will make our way to the courtyard, gutting any slavers we find. The chaos should help you reach the master. But say, are you ready?
Yep. She clenches her fist in the air to signal the rest of the Wahaki. Then she points 2 fingers ahead, and the warriors disappear silently into the shadows. So where they go? Did I go this way? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I really don't know. Is it this way, that way, this way, this way, that way? Boop, boop, boop. You dogs. Okay, they're pretty decent. Gear on that.
On it.
And then you...
You're up to the back of his neck, seemingly startled by the band of metal that brushes his palm.
I don't know how or why you killed them, but I do thank you.
You're fine now. Good luck and take care. He could be one of them. He chokes on his intended reply, beating on his chest to catch his breath before he can further speak.
Truly? You mean it? I can never thank you enough for such kindness. Gods, where should I go? I've nothing to my name but these clothes. And my freedom.
Join my crew if you like. The word's hard but fair, and I'll pay you for it. He acts killingly surprised.
Thank you for the kindness, my lord.
Oh, cool. Ah. Do I want to be doing this? Now you can do your super duper damage.
What can I do you for?
I just find it weird that they're alive. The folks were there. Just fire. Just fire. Parathis! How long that will last.
Just like that.
Think you got the decency to die?
Yes, can be fun. You had to do that. Is that really necessary? You know?
Hey. Leave it to me.
Do that again. Getting quite irritable that.
Captain.
It's not. It's not registering. Probably dead, but we'll be getting there anyway. So.
Yep.
Into beacon.
I'm a sucker for a handsome face. The more battle-scarred, the more beautiful, I say.
Look, I'm perfection. All right.
But what can I do you, lovesome?
Crookspur is done deal.
You did a fine thing, Captain.
Will
Don't
deal.
think I'll soon forget it.
She rubs her thumb over the slowly went around her neck, mist-coloured eyes looking you up and down. Her lips quirk in a sly smile.
You're real good for business. So, here's to hoping our wakes cross again someday.
Ooh, that's pretty good for that person.
Until then, you can trust that I'll be in touch when I need you.
Tips her hat obligingly, then downs a goblet of god-coloured rum that's been sitting on the desk behind her.
Got something for me, Dove? I'm all ears.
Yeah, we know about that.
As you wish, Dove.
Was that? Son of a bitch. Ahoy there. A long, sleek ship rides low in the water. Its crew stands protectively around a cluster of crates partitioned on the main deck. A woman saunters across the deck, her roughly chopped hair swinging with her string. Oh, spell.
We said or not, Perrin.
She bangs her fist against one of the crates. Dwarven man standing near her flinches as though she's hitting him.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
He rolls his eyes skyward. She cackles and thumps him in the back. She staggers forward and shoots her a venomous glare.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price.
Turns her attention to you, eyes gleaming, pairing, follows her gaze. His eyes go wide, he clears his throat.
Careful. This one's got friends in the Consuelo.
Well, kind of, but I don't think they will be now.
In that case, I'll honor the original price. Consider that a discount among friends.
Wilda gives you a 1 silver.
Glad we could do business.
Well, that was easy. Smugglers unload the crates onto your ship. Your new cargo secured, you retreat the anchor and let out your sails. Doubt. Doubt. I don't like this one, by the way. You know? Captain Dunkirk, someone just popped out one of those crates we picked up. Before you can regret, he leads you above deck. Going on. A plump, middle-aged woman stands beside the crate. Her clothing is rumpled and her hair matted, but her eyes twinkle with triumph.
Gelarde, 23 days! This is a new record.
Smells of stale urine, old sweat and worst, but she beams at you all the same. Congratulations. Sure, that's really great. Yep.
It is more than great. It is the successful test of my newest spell, Renove Miseris.
She speaks the name as proudly as if it belongs to her firstborn. What?
Renewal of air, you would say. Kith have explored every mountain in the eastern reach, yet the realm of fish and leviathans remains close to us.
Oh, I've never heard this name before.
It has been my dream to open these steps to discovery, to let Kith breathe as the fishes do.
A look of wonder shines in her eyes.
Or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again.
Why go to Sayuka? Why leave the Valerian Republic?
Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little profit to be had in sticking your head in the glass bucket to watch the fish. But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them.
Because I am intellectual, by the way. I would never have thought this. Let me get this straight. You've been perfecting a spell that recycles air, and you'll use it to help the Rutarians make something big.
So you do understand?
No, I really don't. I really don't.
But I can say no more. The Rawatayans, they have sworn me to secrecy.
Press your lips together. So, what exactly are you working on at Sayuka? Well, I think we just discovered what that is, you know.
Sientere, but I had promised not to say.
I still don't understand why you have to hide in the crate.
Neither do I.
I think we got a bug there again, but okay, she thinks maybe the ducks will not be so happy to let me go.
At least it gave me plenty of time to test my work. Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run before we reach Sayuka. A pleasure talking, Captain.
Well, see if they've got this spell, right? So I take it they're going to try and take over the water people, maybe? Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. Ooh. I figured this one out, by the way. Yeah, they won't be coming back alive anytime soon. Master Okeer stares with unweaving intensity at the small sea of papers strewn across her desk. She holds a pencil lightly in one hand and absently taps the tip of it against her lips. After a moment, a low hum escapes her throat. The sound ends with a harsh cough, and then she flicks her eyes to meet yours.
Artillery trajectory calculations. Terribly tedious and lamentably imprecise in a storm.
As she chews on the end of her pencil, her gaze grows distant, like she's watching something behind you.
Ah, but the numbers distract me. Where are my manners? You must be the watcher the Hazanui sent.
You know it.
You found me with a rare spare moment.
Ask me to deliver some cargo.
I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
Cheery smile brightens her otherwise serious features.
Well? I've received a report from the dockmaster stating as much. The Royal Deadfire Company appreciates your swift delivery of our cargo.
Yeah. Should I go any further? Should I go any further?
The Hazanui's missive suggested you might be able to help us with an issue at port. Naturally. You may have noticed the outsized coral in the harbor.
Yes, to the docks just beyond our office. Yep.
There's something unnatural about the coral's growth. About everything on this island. And no matter how we trim it back, it only grows larger.
And don't trim it back.
My engineers deduced that the origin of this disturbance is somewhere off the coast of Sayuka, and I'd like you to investigate. Talk to Eora in the workshop if you care to learn more. I would be grateful for your help here, Watcher.
Gives you a sharp little nod, punctured by a crack of her pencil against the desk, then returns to her work.
Well? How much do you know of Rawatai, Watcher?
I've studied history.
So you have a scholarly understanding. That's not worth nothing. You'll find we appreciate the spirit of inquiry in Sayuka, and in Rawatai.
Dips her head to one of the quiet acknowledgement.
Well, I don't need to tell you that Rawatai is a stern mother, tempestuous and inhospitable. We have to trade for much of what we need, and the Huana have proven to be valuable partners. The Deadfire is markedly more comfortable than Rawatai. The archipelago is also an excellent place from which to study the storms of Andra's mortar.
She gestures broadly at the spyglass on her desk.
How much do you know of Rawatai? So you have you'll find, well, we have to the archipelago is also an excellent place from which to study the storms of Andra's mortar.
So why are you here in particular?
Do you ask how I came to my position, or why I pursued it to begin with?
Both, I suppose.
With a question like that, I might mistake you for a starry-eyed recruit. There's no secret to it. Just hard work, determination, a good deal of luck, and the right connections. A bit of ruthlessness can take the place of any one of those things, provided it's judiciously applied.
What drew you to your work?
No one's ever asked me that. I suppose I've always had a persistent interest in engineering. Even as a child, I was dismantling my mother's guns just to see how they worked. Then I met Karoo. Hazanui Karoo. She encouraged me to take my skills to the Navy. So I did, even though I had no obligation to as the youngest of my siblings. We nurture our keen minds in Rawatai, you see. We don't let them piddle away their brilliance on frivolities. The bright and willing are supported, mentored, respected.
Karoo told me you were one of the brightest minds in Rawatai.
Is that... Did she really say that?
A deep blush colour Okasa's face, giving her skin a gentle purple hue.
Pardon me, I'm not... I wasn't expecting.
There is more to that.
No one's ever asked me, I suppose. Then, so the bright and willing are supported, mentored. Very well.
You've taken a road there for Deadfire Company.
That's a weighty question.
I asked. She notched through her nose, her gaze falls to the pencil in her hand, which she begins to tap thoughtfully along the edge of her desk.
It's a reasonable inquiry, I suppose. The Huana are pliant enough and willing to work hard when properly motivated. We have as much right to this land as they do. If they plan to do nothing with it, it's our duty to steward it for them.
Oh, okay.
And it's their duty to recognize a good deal when they see it. Next one won't be as generous.
Some of the Hawaiian seem unhappy.
They'll adjust in time. Besides, it could be worse.
and her mind quickly gone somewhere else. After a long silence, she hurriedly scribbles a note in the margin of one of her reports. I suppose it will make money, that's definitely.
Quite.
Her eyes glow with mirth, shining like polished citrine in the lower light of her office.
The Valians don't care about the Deadfire, really. They'll strip mine the archipelago of luminous Adra, then abandon it for the next shiny bauble that catches their eye.
Certainly will.
They're like magpies in that way. Magpies in silly hats.
Jill, you miss Ruta?
Every day. The wild coasts. The merciless winds. Their lack is like a missing limb.
She looks away a moment, embarrassed by her forthright confession.
Rauatai will always be there. And the work we do here, that's what matters now. Very well.
Well, she opened up a little there, didn't she? When you first enter the workshop, you find the Valerian scientist Eora and a large Amuna man in heated conversation. He gestures wildly. Oh. His mouth is set in a hard grimace that bears his pointed teeth. Eora regards him with her hands planted firmly on her hips. When he spots you, his eyes widen.
You! This area is strictly off limits to non-company personnel. What are you doing here?
I've got a letter.
Calma, amico. Is this not the casito your Hazanui said she would send?
He rolls her eyes. That's me.
Praise be. The coral in the harbor is growing out of control, and we've found no way to stop it. We're at our wits' end.
Pops a sheen of sweat from his brow to brow with a handkerchief. Handkerchief? A handkerchief.
I've surmised that a magical disturbance must be the source of the problem. So far as I can tell, the most likely candidate is a strange magical signature emanating from someplace off the southeast coast of the island, deep beneath the sea.
The Huana's records show that an ancient and Guithan ruin, Cignath Mor, once stood at that approximate location. I do not doubt that something in that ruin is the source of the trouble. Perguono, take this. It is my masterpiece.
He's a large bulbous helm off a nearby shelf and hands it to you.
The helmet should allow you to breathe underwater for time enough to deal with the disturbance, provided, of course, that you hurry.
You're not exactly short-handed. Why not send your own people?
None among the companies share your particular history with Guithan artifacts.
Oh, is that right?
You are, in essence, the perfect candidate for our our research.
Experience, yes. Experiment.
The Royal Deadfire Company thanks you for your assistance, Watcher.
And your bravery. Aura Taugori.
Aye. Travel to the water ruins. Arrive at the location off the coast of Sayuka that the Corals Mason told you about. You peer over the edge of your ship and see a faint glow in the waters far, far below. You clamber into the diving suit and leap from your boat, hitting the water with a tremendous splash. You swim towards your light, breathing fresh air thanks to Ivara's invention. As you fall through the depths, the water grows dark, but the glow behind you even brighter. Schools of gigantic fish twist and swirl around you, paying you no heed. Soon enough you can make out the vague shape of a structure resting on the sea floor, rising from the ruins of Cignath Mor, a tall spire and what appears to be a small landing platform. A submarine doer. When you finally reach the spire, you find that a shimmering barrier surrounds the ruins. You pass your hand through the barrier and fear nothing but a tingle like static electricity across your skin. You walk through the barrier and discover the interior of the ruins aren't flooded, as you might have expected, but try. You remove your helmet, take a deep breath of fresh air, and walk into the ruins of Cignath. Cignath Mor, Cignath Mor.
I don't know how we're breathing, but I'm not complaining. Ishi, don't go far.
That is true.
Nice and slow.
Never go far. Trap. Maybe I brought the other guy with me.
I'm not going anywhere like this.
Oh. Got no choice.
How might I assist? Did I do that?
Definitely did. I think you'd be pretty good in the water, eh? Yeah, you'll be dead soon. Oh, well. Right,
A question, Watcher? You were saying? Ashiza, strike! Just like right between the eyes.
How may I help?
A question, Watcher?
yeah, it's weird. It's like sometimes it just you really have to get in a really specific place to get them. Like I say, when I was facing that other creature. Deactivate. The machine has no apparent off switch. You twist the nearest knobs and dials and see how it works. As you do, a present pushes at the edge of your mind. It soon grows forceful, overwhelming your mental barriers with ease. The skittle and rattle of dead leaves come to you on a breeze damp with the smell of rotting wood.
Watcher, still your hands. Cignath Mor is under my protection. Why do you violate it?
Is this the machine's source of the giant coral? Well, obviously.
Indeed it is. The Engwithan's fine creation siphons essence from a vein of Adra deep within the earth, and the creatures of this region drink deeply of it. They grow strong, ruthless, and in so doing, worthy of my regard. Should you want to gain my regard as well, you would destroy this place to protect my machine. Then none will have the means to threaten my work here as you have.
Isn't it counter to your philosophy of trial?
Cleverness should hunt always beside strength, Hound of Aeldys.
Why should I do as you?
Because I am your God Watcher, and I reward my loyal followers. You would do well to think twice before crossing me.
I'll consider it.
Decide quickly, Watcher. My creatures grow restless. Have you seen reason at last, Herald of Decide.
A familiar presence pushes against the boundaries of your mind.
How rare a thing it is. A kith who does as they're commanded.
Behind his words hangs the profound silence of the forest, blanketed in deep snow. Is the machine intact? The ruins collapsed on it?
The machine was unharmed, and will now remain so, thanks to your efforts.
A general warm colours Gallowin's words. I didn't do this for you. No, I didn't.
It is your actions that please me, not your intentions. How bold you are to speak to your god thus. I must commend your bravery, and warn you too. Do not overstep. You will not be Barath's creature forever.
Pauses, letting his words hang in the air.
Take now my blessing, Watcher, and see with the keen eyes of beasts.
Keen eyes of beasts, eh? The present leaves as swiftly as it came.